What is going on, everybody? It's Captain Blue Shell coming to you guys today as a man on a mission, guys. And today's mission for me is to go ahead and build, customize, and drive my very first logging truck. Now, I've done a few, jobs of logging in the past. Oregon and Washington too as well. It's very beautiful, all the twisty, windy roads that you can do while hauling logs, but I have not had a truck that was dedicated to logging and for logging until now for those roads, guys. So let's go ahead, see what we can build together. Let's go ahead and get it on the road, see how it handles. Stick around. It's Captain Blue Shell.
Well, if it isn't Captain Blue Shell.
So our first major decision is what kind of truck do we want our logging truck to be, and it was up to two companies, and they were very, very close in my book, both Kenworth and Western Star. And so I went ahead and I decided, guys, on Western Star, and the reason for this is because they do have sleepers as trucks, but they aren't full sleepers. They aren't, full-fledged sleeper design trucks, and I think that that's a really good aspect to have in a logging truck. I'm not saying that this is better in every aspect than Kenworth or even Peterbilt for logging or logging type trucks, but I haven't even had a Western Star truck so far, so what better way to go ahead and get one and build one than right now with our logging expedition, guys. So let's go ahead and visit the dealership in Stockton here. We're gonna go ahead and buy one online, and let's go ahead, take a look at the different kind of cabs that we can go ahead and check and see. We've got a day cab with the 370 horsepower. The engine torque is 1250. We can go ahead and upgrade to 500 horsepower, and then I think it kind of goes up from there. There's a 455 with the horsepower, 560 horsepower. That actually looks enticing. The engine torque is also at the 1850, but this one also too has a larger fuel tank too as well. So that's something to look into. And on the next page, guys, we have the full dress sleeper, which is something that I really don't want in my logging truck, because even though we will be doing distances, I want to go ahead and try to keep my truck, smaller in size, maybe a little bit more nimble, a little more maneuverability. So we're going to go ahead and backtrack, and I'm going to go ahead and be buying this one, the Western Star 49X 48-inch sleeper, and it's going to be the one not with the Eaton gearbox, but instead the Detroit. So let's go ahead, choose our truck, and let's go ahead and get into the customization of it, guys. This has to be my favorite part of any truck. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like, it's like Warcraft when you get to make your character and build your character. It's so fun and exciting, right? So let's go ahead and get into it, see how well we can customize this to get it on the road here. First off, we have our cab, which is obviously what we want. Chassis for our truck, I think we might actually go with the stock choice chassis, because this is the one that I was kind of looking into. If you see the heavy cargo, and then also to the hills traversal, it kind of changes a little bit, but look at this, boom, our heavy cargo goes way up. And also to the only other one that I've seen here, I think it's this one. I mean, it looks like the maneuverability just goes all the way down. Yeah, I mean, we get uneven terrain, which is great if we have, a dirt road, but that goes down. But look at the maneuverability though too. That pops way up, and the uneven terrain just goes down a little bit. So I think we'll go ahead and just stick with the stock chassis, guys. We've got the 12 speeds that kind of bring it down a little bit. 12 speeds, which is kind of normal. We got this 12 speeds. I mean, there are so many different speeds that you can go ahead and mix it up and match. So this is our stock option with it, the Detroit DT12OV. If we go up to the 13 speeds, which is the MHP from Eaton, we can go ahead and see everything pretty much goes up. But if we go back down to the 10 speeds from the LASR, look at this. There's barely even a difference with that. And I really like keeping things simple, so I'm actually going to be going with this transmission. I mean, I like the Eaton. I think this is giving me a good enough ratio for the price and for the money that we're paying, so I'm good with that. With everything technical, I'm good with it. With the interior, we can go ahead and get the basic. We can get the classic. kind of the wooden panels or the premium with like different dials or something though too. Not sure if it changes the seats. It actually does a little bit with classic and premium seats, but I just like, I don't see why that would account for $22,000. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it simple. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I actually like the plastic a little bit more than I do the wood. I don't know why I don't like the wood engraving. I just kind of don't. I just kind of like it, keep it simple, just a plain black. That's fine with me. And here we go, guys. It is time to paint our beautiful truck. We can go with green, we can go with white, all of the simple basic colors. We've got a divided color here too as well. It's a pretty cool color scheme. We've got something called the red liner, in which we can change up all of those. I don't really like that one that much. Triple cut, I hate that one. Flame on isn't that bad with flames. They kind of look like a tribal flame thing going on though. We've got urban torn. I kind of like that for a logging truck, maybe. Of course, we got all the space ones, the Astra, Apollo, Beyond the Rim, astronaut guy. What's up, buddy? We've got Flying Thunder. Ooh, rawhide. That's that one looks kind of interesting. This is a really weird paint scheme because it will only let you change the color that's down here. The gray, it looks like just kind of stays the same. I mean, this is like super weird. I mean, it is what it is. So we've got the Sunset Trail. Now, I like this because it actually gives you all of the options to color each of the layers here. So like if we want this one to be like a red or something, you know, kind of going on, maybe this one like a little bit darker or something too, we can do that. It's pretty good with the possibilities. And we got the Star Spangled, which gives you some customized options too. I don't know why, but I really like the Urban Torn more so than anything else. Like, I really want a logging truck that's gonna stick out, you know, like we could go like the neon lime green, maybe not that you know, high and bright of a green, but something that you can see down the road and you're like, whoa, what is that? It's a logging truck. It's my logging truck. Heck yeah, baby. We can go with the sky blue. That'd be kind of cool. We can also go with like a red, like, oh my goodness, warning, danger, Will Robinson red. I kind of like it in red. We can also kind of take it back to the gray, kind of like a, almost like a dirty snow camouflage or something going on. Or maybe if we could do like orange. Ooh. I don't really know why, but I actually really like the orange on this one. But yellow is just too much. I think we might actually do an orange, guys. I think we might actually go for an orange. Maybe a little bit lighter in color of an orange. I need something that pops. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this orange, but I really like it. I like the pop. I know that it might not, I know people might say that it doesn't match the camo, but I like this. It kind of gives off like a warning. It's like, hey, warning, oh my gosh, caution, this guy's got logs, you know? Moving on to the accessories, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and actually be doing our beacon here. Just some of the radiant chrome. I think that's gonna look kind of cool. We are gonna be getting a side mirror because why not? The vent is fine, painted, that's fine. I'm not gonna throw any more money, you know, than it actually needs. I like the side reflectors here too as well. I think they look pretty cool. And what is on the back, we got the cabin rear. We don't really need the HVAC. We've got this, which is a covered vent. We don't need that really either. And we've got headache racks, which we can get the Forester. I actually like that. The more caution tape that we have, I think the cooler it's gonna look. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and do a sun visor too as well. Looks like it doesn't go too far down, so that should be all right. We got the front mirrors, which I'm gonna go ahead and do just the painted. I don't really need the chrome or anything that too fancy, you know. I was thinking of doing flags on this one, but it's just, I mean, I never do flags on any of mine, so I mean, you know, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and do the exclusive grill. I kind of like that. That looks kind of cool. We get a bumper too as well. Should we be going full cautionary? Here's where our truck shines, guys. So basically it is in the name. Look at this. You've got the painted logger, or you get the Forester logger if we want to. I really don't know which one. I mean, should we go full all out like cautionary, like caution tape? or should we go ahead and just kind of go with our theme here of the truck? You know, guys, even though that the caution tape looks pretty cool, it doesn't really match with the yellow is the only thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the painted logger, or painted to logger, I should say. And let's go ahead and do our front fenders here too as well. There we go, it's all coming together now, baby. And we can also go ahead and get a bull bar too, guys. And the same thing, you can also get the Forester, which is perfect for a logging truck. So basically the Forester, if that were to match with our bumper, if we were going to be going for it, it would kind of look something a little bit like this. So it's like all wonderful caution tape there. The only thing is that it would more so match if my truck was actually like a yellow or something, like a cautionary yellow or something along those lines. And to me, to be honest with you, it just kind of looks a little tacky. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the bull bar, but it's going to go ahead and just be painted. And I'm actually trying to second guess maybe this here too, the headache rack. Maybe we should just go chrome for the rack, or maybe just standard. I mean, it's really not going to be the centerpiece of my entire truck. So I'll go ahead and just go standard instead of the Forester with the yellow, because I mean, that's an extra few $100s, and, you know, I mean, I thought caution tape at first was going to be a good idea, but I like it as it is so far. So I went ahead and got the chrome side skirts here, and then we'll go ahead, door handles, painted plastic, that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and choose our exhaust here then too as well. Standard exhaust, booyah, that looks pretty beautiful. Plain stacks, no, we want the standard, because that's really coming along really nice. So we went ahead and got the mud guards here too as well, which isn't that big of a deal. I think if we just go ahead and do the tires, and then I think we should be good with this build, guys. Look at the tires, man. Look at how different the tires make this truck look. I mean, they're just big, black, bulky, just bold tires. It's a wonderful little truck. I am in love with this truck already. I think this is a good option. I mean, it's got the sleeper. It's not a full dress sleeper or anything like that. But, you know, if we're in with the longer hauls with the logs, because sometimes you do take long hauls, you know, it makes sense to have a smaller, you know, sleeper, somewhere for you to rest for the night as you're doing the long hauls. So I'm super excited. I'm fine with this too as well. I like the orange. I like the little camo, the gray. I mean, it looks like a logging truck. Let's go ahead and do the interior accessories too as well. What have we got here? We've got our console items, of course. We have to get our lucky hula doll, guys. Can't go anywhere without our lucky hula doll. Seed items, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the stack of burgers as I usually do. Cans of soda on the floor. What do we want on the bed here, guys? We want the protector pillow, the electric guitar. You know what? Actually, the fishing bag. Since it's a logging truck, for us to go ahead and celebrate, let's go ahead and do the fishing bag. It all makes sense. And then a sleeping bag too, in case we want to camp out in the stars. This is great. And do we want any hanging items? Let's go ahead and do the Hope Trucker, because I was really proud of doing that one. So let's go ahead and do that one full throttle. Heck yeah, man. And over here, the air conditioner item, we'll go ahead and do the little alien head. And I think we're good on that, guys. I think we are good with our logging truck. Let's go ahead and take a look once more. We've seen the interior. This is the exterior. I like it. I like the orange. I like the chrome. I like the gray. I think it's uniform. I think it's going to do very well, and I think it makes sense as a logging truck. I know usually logging trucks, like we said, are day cabs, nowhere for you to really sleep, but longer hauls with the logging trucks, it makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and confirm this, and then we'll go ahead and we are gonna purchase it, guys. So yeah, there it is, guys. Beautiful truck, beautiful build. We'll go ahead and get a trailer attached to it and then do our first logging job with our first logging truck, guys. I'm super excited. We are hooked up, guys, ready to go ahead and get a move on. So let's go ahead and start backing up the first time, guys, with our logger truck, guys. Man, I am just like, I'm so in love already, and we haven't even begun driving it yet. So let's go ahead and try to get this out into the road, the middle of the road, as safely and as efficiently as we possibly can. It's kind of going off there a little bit on a tangent, but that's all right. There we go. Let's go ahead and try to get it into position out here for us. There we go. We don't want to lose too much of it here. I'm going to go ahead and start turning full force. And then I'll go ahead and start backtracking with it too as well. There we go. It's going to be a little bit more. There we go. I'll go ahead and start getting in line with it, getting in touch with it though too here. I'm going to be a little bit over the line, but it is what it is. So, I mean, we've got enough room. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get it into gear. And that beautiful interior. Oh, where are we now? I don't even know where we are. Okay, there we go. my IR was like bugging out there for a second. Guys, our first movement with our truck. I am like so high up. It seems like I'm just like so like super high up. This is crazy, man. Like, it feels like I'm king of the world, but I really like this. I really love the interior. The speed is great, and I can tell this thing is gonna help us to haul anything, especially lumber and logs too as well. Speaking of which, let's go ahead, pick up our first heavy hauling of logs, guys. I'm super ready for this. And yes, so welcome to Newport, Oregon, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there to pick up already our first load of logs in our new logger truck. Look at the forest, man. There are forests, there are trees. We got our logger, which is absolutely beautiful. Look at that thing, man. It looks so beautiful. And this, I mean, this is what I live for. I mean, it's just the good old forest driving, like I said, with the windy, winding roads just everywhere. Oregon, Washington. This is, I mean, like, this is really just like driving the dream. Like, it truly is. Because you get some beautiful landscapes, beautiful scenery. Look over there, man. Holy crap, what is that thing? I think it's like some kind of refinery or something over there. But yeah, just like all kinds of sights to see and getting in touch with nature as you're towing along your logs and everything. I can't wait until we get our logs on there. Should be just a few seconds. We're almost at the lumber mill. I'm ready, guys. Are you guys ready? And after that turn that we just made, we are off-road. So we're gonna go ahead, see how it handles off-road here. I mean, it looks like it's doing pretty well. We are definitely kicking up some dust here, though, too. And I'm super glad that I have this truck. Like, I really am. This thing is trucking along already, and I can already tell this was a good choice. Like, I don't say that about every single truck for a specific job, because usually, you know, you're just on the road. You're just making, like, deliveries or long hauls, and any truck can kind of do the job. But when it comes to logging, you really do need a, you know, a specific truck for the job, and I'm super glad it turned out to be this one. Here we go, coming up onto the lumber yard, if you will. We've got another truck here too as well already, and look at them. They're already on the move with the logs there. Dang, they're getting pretty busy there, aren't they? Man, they're just working right along there. And this is gonna be a super short trip, but hopefully exciting and fun nonetheless. All right, guys, we have lined up a super quick job today. I am going to extend it out too long of this video, so it's gonna be a super quick delivery. But guys, look at our cargo. We are now officially a logging truck. That looks absolutely fantastic, man. And this is what I live for. This is what I live for. Let's go ahead and get a move on with it. All right, let's go ahead. Parking brake is disengaged. Like I said, let's go ahead and get that move on, baby. Heck yeah, man. Just like, there's just something about it, you know? There's something about hauling the logs and the lumber whatever you will, to where it needs to go in Oregon and Washington. It's one of those beautiful like logging states that you can just kind of do this, and that's also what helps to make this game, you know? I mean, like, it really is. Like, it truly is a lot of fun once you get into like the role playing and specific jobs like this. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time too, and I'm so glad it's going this smooth. Here we go down the hill, guys, with our logs in tow, and this is what it's all about, guys. I mean, this is some real forestry, logging, trucking, and I absolutely love it. I really do so far. And being in this, you know, the scenery, this landscape, like I said too, there's nothing else like it. I mean, if you really want to role play, like as a logging trucker, or logger trucker, or just logger, I mean, you can do that in this game. You know, there are people that go long distances, there are people that do inner city driving, and then there's here, you know, out in the countryside, the beautiful Northwest. It's awesome. Let's go ahead and test out some speed with this too as well, shall we? Uh-oh, we got a hairpin left coming up. But, I mean, it seriously doesn't feel like it's having any trouble with the towing at all whatsoever, so that's always a good thing. Here we go with another turn here. We've got a hairpin left. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a super quick trip, literally just down the road, but it gets us into that, you know, that mindset. So it kind of gets us a feeling for our truck, and just kind of how it is to, you know, to do the logging. And it really is going smooth, and I have to say, I absolutely love this. But yeah, I mean, beautiful truck, guys. I love this truck so much. I love the hauls, I love the jobs. It's hopefully it's gonna go smooth like this every single time around. I'm hoping so. Personally, I think that these are some of the coolest jobs that you can do in the entire game, is just the logging jobs themselves. Like, I really do. It's so incredible, and it's just so much fun. And we're about to drive off the road into flaming death. Right on down the road here, and looky here, we got a beautiful bridge overseeing the mill, I guess it is. And there's a boat over there too. That's actually pretty cool looking. I don't know how people do this all the time in third person mode, but I think this is the longest time that I've actually ever done this in a video. Like, I'm still trying to kind of get used to it and everything, but man, boy, does it, oh, it feels good, man. It feels good. Everything about the truck, everything about the loads, the hauling through the beautiful landscapes, everything, man, everything. I absolutely love this thing to death. I truly do. And so there we have it, guys. Just a couple more corners, and we'll be done. I think that this is one of my favorite builds for a specific job that we've done. Like, I know that we've done a few that were kind of, you know, like silly and everything, kind of ones that like were themed, but for an actual like job, like, this is king overall, man. And there we have it, guys, the end of our logging endeavor. But thank you guys for sticking with me. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was actually gonna be, and I absolutely love it. So I'm definitely gonna be sticking with this, sticking with the truck and the job specifically. So definitely be on the lookout for more logging videos coming out from American Truck Simulator from yours truly. Definitely follow, like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch too as well. Do some live streaming on there. And I hope to see you guys on the next exciting logging adventure. It's Captain Blue Shell. I'm out.